Can
Hello, everyone. Welcome into the stream. How's everyone doing today?
I'm doing great.
Doing wonderful.
Well,
I'm doing good. Kinda.
Lovely. All right. Well then, I guess I can hear the stream playing in the background.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Please let us get to 500 subscribers. Like, we're halfway there. So just keep sharing the live streams, keep sharing the videos if you can. Join us in our Patreon. You don't have to pay to join the Patreon. You can just go there, become a member, and you can see like little pictures and art of the characters and all that stuff. And then if you want, there's $1.99 a month, where you can actually like watch some of our other stuff, like some of the other like streams we do, not streams, sorry, sessions for games and stuff like that. So yeah, if you become a member, you get to be part of that, and you get to help us keep going and make the show and pay these wonderful people who are there. I want to pay them all the time because they're awesome and they give so much of their time. So yes, let's hit the intro music.
Okay. I forgot where that is. Oh, here it is. All right. Well then, I guess what we will do today is everyone go ahead and introduce the character you will be playing today. We will be finishing off last session stuff, but you'll be playing two characters today, technically. Most of you guys, except for Kala. But yeah.
Yay.
So go ahead and introduce your character and then maybe your extra character. We can introduce them later. Up to you. As well as yourself.
Would you be could you share the screen on the NPC page if possible?
Share the screen on the NPC page in the Discord. Let me
I think
see
for
if
the
I
art.
can. Sure. Let me go ahead and open this up in Thingamajig. Hold on. Let me open the links for all the NPCs that you guys will be playing as well. All right. Yeah. While I'm doing this, do you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi. Typically, my name is Manette, and I am a servant to my liege. Right now, I am currently on a mission with Delphina.
All right. Whoever would like to introduce their regular character next?
Oh, well, I usually play, Sheldon? Yes, I usually play Sheldon. But today I'm playing a completely different character.
Lovely. And you will be playing this person here. Yes. Badoo.
Whoa.
You'll be playing Vesco.
I will be Vesco today.
Yeah, the spy master of New Reef City to an extent. All right.
Yeah.
Next up.
Hi, my name is Kala. I am a duke from Kingdom Zone, who is also a pirate. My mission is to become the world's best pirate, and I am the captain of the crew. I am voiced by Volsey, and my other character today is also Kala.
Lovely. All right. And then I guess we'll go to Acadia, and we'll circle back around to the other character that Minette's playing.
That's me. I am Acadia, the most feared pirate in all of the zone. Eventually. Maybe. Right now, I am just trying to figure out what is going on and not murder anybody. And the other character I will be playing today is. Can I just say it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and say it.
Okay. Just making sure. Is Marigold, the treasurer of this fine city. And we're struggling. Next.
All right. And Minette, if you want to go ahead and say the other character you'll be playing today, just so everyone knows whenever we get into it.
Ugh, I can't believe y'all made me go last. Like I'm some peasant or something and waiting in line. My name is Lady Von Delirious Viscara, and I am the heir to a very noble, rich, and powerful household. Respectfully, you should get on my level, or get on the floor.
Okay. All right. Understood. Lovely. Great. So all right. So yeah. I should probably explain to everyone the images that we're using for these extra characters aren't my own. I can't draw. We haven't had a lot of time, so we used images off the internet. But these will be the kind of characters that people are playing for more of a political session, which will be following Kala. Of course, we will start off where we left off before. So, to summarize what happened last session, if you guys remember, essentially, you guys went into New Reef City. You found out that there's two cities, one below, one above. You went to the one below to start off with, where everything seemed kind of bad, honestly. They also seemed to really dislike bubbles for some apparent reason. And then Kala went to go to the place, the bridge leading to the top city. Delphina and Minette left to go look for Delphina's old friends. And Acadia and Sheldon went to find supplies. So, since we left off last time with Acadia and Sheldon, I feel like we should start off finishing off what happened there. We should finish off the loose end with what happened last session where Minette and Delphina left and went away. And then we should continue with Kala for the rest of the session. So, to set the scene, Acadia and Sheldon, you guys are both in front of the general goods store that had a very long and very specific name. Kind of just sitting. You were about to go inside to, check that out and do your shopping and all that.
Okay, well, we should see if there are sponges in there.
Why do they have so many colorful rocks on display here?
Oh, I'm guessing it's because it's a coral reef. That's where we are.
What do they do?
I don't know. They're like plants, I think. I'm a turtle, okay?
How old
I
are
don't
you?
really- I'm 200, but I
You're
spend most of
200 and you're from the ocean and you don't know what they do.
well, I
I thought you were
I
supposed to be
spent
wise.
I spent a long time like guarding a temple, and then I went to the surface and I went to Pirate Zone. Okay, like it wasn't that much of a study. I'm not
Mm.
accustomed to the world of the vast sea. Okay, I just know about my own people and sponges. I love sponges.
It's okay to just say you're dumb. Come on, let's go inside.
I guess we walk inside.
Okay, so okay, he just leaves it off with that. As she begins to open up the. Can you open up the door through your bubble? I think you can, right? You should be fine to do that.
I
Yeah.
die.
Last episode, it was stated that you can reach out of the bubble to interact with things.
I believe that
Yeah.
was the case, but I wanted to make sure with Sheldon.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
Akadia, you reach out, you twist the knob in the center of the door as you pull it away. And inside, you are greeted with a bunch of kind of just floating items inside the shop. It's a very kind of circular shop. There's a bunch of floating items of different things, mostly like food rations, kelp, some like thermal blankets for the cold deep sea, and other necessities or items that you would have for adventuring. At the back of the store from the door, you see that there is a kind of older looking fishman who is currently being talked to by what appears to be a turtle who has a kind of shell placed around his head. Well, shell and a sort of bubble placed around his head. Give me 1 minute and I can open up the image to show you what this man looks like. If I can find it. Come on, man. Either way, you find this turtle inside here with what appears to be kind of like a more goldfish looking butler or secretary. They're both in business suits, kind of talking to this shop clerk up front in more angry language or passive aggressive, as they are kind of saying like, hey, if it isn't Mr. Old Treasurer, hello. It's been a while. Have you had fun down here, slumming it up with the slums? If you've come to harass me, please leave. I don't know what you mean. I'm simply here to peruse your wares and buy things with my loads of cash that you're taking from the city. Oh, that's a funny way to put it. So, how have you been doing? Quite well? No. Pity. I am currently down here to see to it that I make a speech for all of the impoverished fellows. As you hear kind of like a beeping coming from his pocket that he has on the side of his suit. He pulls it out and looks over it. Oh, I see. A call. 1 second. You don't mind if I take this. Keep him entertained for me, will you? As the goldfish beside this turtle nods. As he walks to the side of the store, kind of looking behind him, he kind of notices you guys have walked in. He goes to the side of the store and just says on the phone, hello, this is Strongback. How may I help you? What else do you guys decide to do? as you walk into the store and see this kind of scene.
Please, I want to buy sponges.
Oh, yes, of course. They are right over there to the right, as he points to your left.
What?
He's pointing to the left where the sponges are.
Oh,
Well, your left, his right.
Dude, look at that guy over there. He almost looks older than you. So pretty dang old.
so is the turtle the one attending us, or is the goldfish the one attending us?
There was a older fisherman at the front who is the desk clerk behind a desk, who's talking to you. The goldfish hasn't spoken yet, and the turtle went off to your guys' right to take a phone call.
Could we hear the phone call?
You heard everything that I said. He wasn't whispering it, but if you'd like to hear the phone call itself, go ahead and make me a brains check. I believe it would be.
Do, 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 do. 11.
11. You can, unless you want to make it obvious and walk over there and listen in, it's pretty inaudible, especially like it has to pass through the bubble barrier that you have, as well as just the regular, it has to pass through the bubble, that barrier that you have. So unless you walk directly over next to him, I doubt you'd be able to hear it. You can hear small bits and pieces, but like very minuscule, like, oh, guard. Foreign. Interesting. Stuff like that. Nothing of too much importance or to be able to piece together what he's saying.
And he said Kala, right? Or did I mishear something?
He never said Kala. Not at least
Okay,
from what you heard.
Okay, I thought I heard you say that.
I heard Kala too.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, no, me too. I heard it.
Oh, I was gonna make such a good joke.
I think that was him saying I need to take a call.
Yeah, I need to take a call.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
I
Call,
was
not
gonna
Kala. Call.
I was gonna say.
I need to take
Like
a
he said
Kala.
mouse.
He said
Yeah, no,
Kala.
That's
Whoa,
what
he
I
said
heard.
Kala. Do you
I
think
heard-
the other person's calling him
Kala.
Ansura?
No,
Holla.
I
said
also heard
call.
Kala,
I'm
but
What?
Okay.
Everyone heard Kala? I swear I said call.
I knew what he
I
meant,
think I
but
said
I did hear Kala.
in space.
I didn't. I
As in
didn't hear.
I was doing a space in between because I was thinking about the next thing he was gonna say. My fault. He meant to say I will be taking this call. Period.
Oh,
Call.
okay, that makes so
That
much
makes
more
a
sense.
lot
That's why
more
I
sense
thought-
than I'll be
Is
taking this Kala.
Yeah, no,
Yoink.
that's why I thought. So that's why I thought the turtle was coming towards us, and I was confused.
Well, Kala
I'll
isn't
do
with
it.
you guys anyway.
I was
My
like,
fault.
it's not us.
I'll be taking this player character. Leaves.
I'll be yoinking him real quick. You know how you guys want to do a politics session? Nah, we fighting now.
Them's fighting words.
But no,
so-
he
so-
simply said that he was taking a call. He went over to the right. The store clerk addressed you guys, told you that the sponges will be on your left if you wish to buy them, and the goldfish in a suit has not said anything yet.
Okay, I am gonna go look for the sponges. All
right.
Are they still? Are they dead or are they still alive?
That is a good question. They should be fresh sponges. He wouldn't sell older sponges.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find some
Freshly dead
fresh-
or fresh alive?
You
True.
are able to find some fresh sponges, and able to pick them up, look at them, make sure they're the sponges you want.
Fresh
Okay,
dead,
dear,
fresh alive.
are they're fresh alive sponges? Yes.
Oh, okay.
yes.
Reasonable.
Yeah,
Which
so
means they're
the
kind
way
of
I
wiggling
picture-
around, from what I'm understanding with how you've described
the way I picture sponges looking is kind of like a similar to
a
to a
sea urchin.
jellyfish,
Oh,
like a jellyfish-esque, but still remaining with the sponge form. but just that same movement that the jellyfish have, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of just floating around the shop. You know, if one of the sponges gets loose, oh no, that's bad. But yeah. Acadia, you doing anything while Sheldon is looking at sponges?
Acadia is just bamboozled at this shop. She's never seen anything like it. In her mind, every little shiny, interesting thing is yelling at her to just grab, run. She is wondering why she has never gone down here before to steal.
To steal?
Yes.
You know, that's a good question.
She's a pirate.
Are you going to attempt to try and steal anything?
Is there anything that looks valuable? It doesn't actually have to be valuable. She's not gonna read it, but if it's shiny,
Acadia,
it looks pretty.
you see what looks to be flat tarps of pure silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks it looks shiny. It is very shiny. It is very silvery and shiny, and it's like a tarp of silver.
Acadia looks around for 0.2 seconds to see if there are any workers around.
There is just the one clerk behind the desk, the guy, the goldfish in the suit, and the turtle off to the side. That is all that's here. There's also the other turtle named Sheldon that you know.
I would like to steal this silvery tarp.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a flight check for me, please.
Okay. Flight check?
There's nothing else really that I can think of to roll for it.
For what?
Because
Specifically?
To steal something. I would just say flight. Because brawn doesn't really work here, fight doesn't really work here, charm, brains don't really work here. And
it can either be, it can be a flight check, or it can be a brains, depending on what's good for your character. But I think you don't have a lot of brains, if I'm mistaken.
dang, rude. Okay.
I see how it is.
I mean, they're stealing an insert item. They're not the smartest.
Okay, 16.
Also, it could be like a cunning action. Could be charm if you're good at that.
Well, I would say just flight, because you're just trying to yoink it without people noticing. 16
Sure.
on flight. Okay. I would say that you surprisingly passed, despite how difficult it is. It is like a blanket-sized tarp of silver, otherwise known as a thermal blanket. So congratulations, Acadia. You successfully, while the clerk was more paying attention to the turtle on the other side of the store, you take that moment, you stuff that into somewhere as you take this thermal blanket.
For
Add one
inventory,
thermal blanket to your inventory.
We do have inventory.
You have your character sheet pop up in front of you. As one thermal blanket has been added to your inventory. Congratulations.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, by the way,
no monies.
I made a picture of how the actual
Yes, you did. Let me go ahead and bring that up for everybody to see. Oh god, it's so far up. Oh my lord, I should have put here it is. Lovely. Here we are. Open this. Open Sesame. Present. Share screen. Share screen. All right. So this is what the inventory looks like for everyone. We finally have a look for it.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
Wow.
cool. That's awesome.
Messages, inventory, the locked thing.
I was about to say I
Party.
love the little locked.
Locked on category. Either way, as this gets added to your inventory, and Sheldon, you manage to grapple a sponge. The turtle on the side is going to click his phone, put it away back in his pocket. And when I say phone, that's a very liberal term. It's a very not phone, but like a disc that you kind of just talk into, as he is going to say, "All right, Jackson, we're leaving, and you have fun." I'm assuming that the city still doesn't trust you, which is lovely for my plan. They will never understand. All right, well then, I will be going now. As he and Jackson, the goldfish
Is
man
that
in a suit.
is that the turtle?
Yes, the strongback. Yes.
Is it talking to us?
No, he's talking to
Fucking phone.
the clerk. Yeah,
Oh,
to
okay.
Tyler. As he proceeds to go ahead.
I want to try to catch up to him. Like I'll essentially I I haven't put any of my inventory, but I'm grabbing sponges like in my arms, just like in my you know how you put things like under your armpit essentially. I'm doing that, but I have like a bunch of sponges so that
Okay.
Cal doesn't get hungry. And I am trying to reach out to the turtle person since I haven't
Yeah.
seen a turtle person in a while.
He is slowly walking away. You'd definitely be able to reach out. Are you attempting to actually grab him?
No,
Or
I
just, like,
kind of
walk
want to
in
just
front of
like, yeah, get his attention. It's like, fellow brother.
Hello. Yes, I saw you there. What do you
So,
want?
are
I'm a
you?
very busy man.
I heard that you are in control of this area.
Well, that remains to be seen for now, doesn't it? As he looks back to his secretary and kind of laughs a little bit.
Were you excommunicated from the group?
So much history with which we don't need to talk about now, do we, in public here?
I guess. Well, it is nice to see another turtle person.
That makes one of us at least.
Oh. Okay. Well, fine, I guess. Goodbye.
Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your stay in my lovely city. As he will proceed to walk past you to the door, opening up to leave out. Did Katie say bang roasted in the background? I just noticed that.
Wait, okay, that was like kind of out of character because I want her to do something else.
Okay, what would you like Acadia to do?
Acadia, being the nosy, wonderful woman that she is, watches this interaction between this friend old man and old man part 2. Watching just this horde man, so mean to Sheldon, before Sheldon swam off. She goes over to this other turtle. Hey! You!
Another obstacle, it seems. Hello there.
Yeah.
I am going to roll something real quick.
Okay.
Do. If I find here it is, lovely. Okay, he's fine. Neato. What would you like?
You don't get to do that. That old man is the worst, and he is my favorite old man. Only I get to be mean to him. You don't get that. My old man.
And what exactly are you going to do about it?
I'll bite your head off.
Oh, threatening the current president. That's almost seems like a prison sentence to me, doesn't it? as he looks back again at his secretary, who nods very much so.
Ooh, threatening me with your power. Seems like a headless sentence to me.
Oh, a beheading. We haven't had one of those in a while. That might be a good idea.
Would
you
there
like to
be
volunteer?
So, would there be a chance for me to? I know this is escalating, but he did just threaten what I consider my new friend.
He is indeed doing that. Yes, he is.
Is it possible for me to use my spark without him noticing it's me and just push him out of the store? Like it's like a current, essentially.
Just like straight out the door.
We really need a stealth check.
Yeah, I've been using flight for that, but so you're wanting to do it stealthily, but able to push him out the door. Okay.
Let's use a charisma.
Stealth. So here's the thing. There is how the way stats work is that depending on what your character build is, stealth can be different things. Like it could be brains, as use of your character is like smart. It can be charming. It can be flight, depending on what you're good at, essentially. So yeah, that's why we're always kind of like saying which one could be. But yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. What's up?
Well, I would say that this would be a brawn check then to be able to push him out the door.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right.
I do want to do it discreetly, so like I would.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be hard to. The thing is, he'll notice something's happened. Like no matter what, if you get pushed by a sudden current, you're going to know that something's happened. The biggest thing is like not letting yourself get found out. So, how about this? Let's say that you roll a brawn to be able to push him out the door, and then a charm to be able to not be noticed while doing it. Does that sound fair to you?
Great, my bad ones. Let's do it.
I don't know what else would work here. I'm sorry.
You've chosen to go against your characteristics. That's a you problem.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll them for me. And of course, you could use power coins to, increase them if you wish.
So what we could do is, I'm using a power move and an action, so it's discreet essentially. So I'm trying to not get found out, and I'm using a power move.
So your action one would be the charm roll, and your power move one would be the bronze roll. Correct? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm using 2 power coins.
Although I wouldn't really say this is combat yet, but yeah, basically that.
Like, okay. Oh, I do have a move for this actually. Elemental shift. Change in environment factor weather terrain for 1 round, draining the party to. Oh well, that's during a battle. So nah.
Well, it would still be fine. You're essentially just using your power. Like, I would just say it costs 2 power coins.
Great. Okay, and to conceal my action. Wait, hold on.
You could. To be honest, to conceal your action, I would say that you could use either charm or flight for it. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
All right.
Let me roll for the actual power. That's a freaking 6.
All right.
So, and
go ahead and roll the charm just to see if you could get found out for it as well.
Hold on. I want to see if I can do something. I don't know. It's like, would this be considered flight roll? Like the attack I'm doing?
You could consider it a fight roll, sure. I'll say yes. However, I will say if you're making it a fight, then it'll have some sort of a possibility of fighting the president, but either way.
No, I'll do it Braun. So it's
Fight the president! Fight the president! Acadia supports fighting the president.
Minette does not support Acadia dying.
All right, go ahead. Roll me. So
It's a
roll me the concealment as well, just to like
Yeah.
roll me the
So
flight
I
or charm.
rolled for my attack. I rolled a 5 essentially because it's
Great.
6 minus my 1, so that's a 5. So that's a really poor roll.
Yeah,
I don't know
he
how
does not get pushed from that.
it just gets like a nice breeze essentially with the water. Oh, massage.
Well, the amount that you're trying to do would stay the same. It's just simply whether or not he would be pushed by it, which
Oh,
would
fascinating.
differ depending
Okay.
on character.
I rolled an 11. But plus my 6, so that's 11 plus 6 is 17. Is that do I remain concealed?
That's right.
17 to conceal you. I'll allow it. Basically, what you feel for, or rather what he kind of does once you try to push this against him, he does not move or budge against the seawater. As he kind of turns around, looks around cautiously, trying to figure out what's going on, and says, well, as he looks towards Acadia, either way, it would appear as if I need to leave. He is going to tap his, where he put his pocket of his phone, as Acadia, you proceed to see people appear outside of this store in suits as well. As he gets past you, if you wish to restrain him or something like that, you can, or at least try to. However, he is going towards the door past you, as some people are appearing outside of the store and outside of the shop that you can see through the kind of windows that you were looking in through before. All right. well then.
Acadia. Go ahead.
I will be leaving now. I've left some friends for you. As he is trying to step out the door. Again, will Acadia do anything?
Yes. Acadia moves the moves the best that she can in her bubble to get in front of the president. Hey, whoa! You can't leave. Are you kidding? That is unfair. Unfair advantage. Get those guys out of here. This is you and me, mano y mano, or whoa mano. Come on.
I see you do not understand the situation. Boys, girls, restrain her. As he will proceed to try and walk past you, as Acadia, the people open the door behind you and begin to essentially grab through the bubble at you, attempting to restrain you. This would be a flight check if you wish to escape, if you wish to not fight, or a fight check if you wish to try and fight back.
I want to bite their hands.
All right, go ahead
So
and roll
at
me fight.
At this point, this is basically a battle now.
I guess, yeah.
I'm just saying, you could just intimidate the people trying to grab you.
You could also try doing that, yes. He is currently, as they are doing this,
intimidate
making his
them
way
while
out the
you fight
door
them.
and leaving.
If you intimidate, because here's the thing, if you initiate a fight right now, we are stuck in the fight.
I mean, if this is how this progressed, that's fine. I don't have a battle map, but I can do a fight. This is fine. I don't know how else this is supposed to go. This was very obviously someone who did not want to be messed with either way. So yeah, Acadia, what you doing, buddy? You have like 4 people trying to go through your bubble, attempting to restrain you. You can try and hit one of them, and then we'll be in initiative. Let's see. What's your plan? Think.
I would like to also say, Arcadia, I don't know if you in your turn moves you have a fear ability that makes them like be still or run away.
But that's not as funny as biting their hands.
Can the fish breathe in the bubble?
Well, the fish aren't sticking their bodies in the bubble. They're simply
Could they?
grabbing her. Would they?
Well,
Yeah, I
you
do
wouldn't be able to bite them because if you bite down, you're just yeah.
Yeah, I would say you would be able to bite them as they are sticking their hands into your bubble. Like you can bite at their hands.
Okay, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
and she's got sharp teeth.
Yeah, like you can attempt to bite them if you want. Again, basically to say what's going on, the clerk is in the background, like, oh god, why my shop? The goldfish secretary and the turtle man, the president, are currently leaving out of the store. They are like outside the door at this point as these people are rushing in to attempt to restrain you, Acadia.
Okay. I would like to use an ability.
Okay, all right.
I want to use unfocused so that in their attempts to restrain me, they like flub up somehow and it messes up their ability to do so.
All right. Go ahead and roll me charm since now abilities are done with the rolls. So go ahead and roll me a charm to do so.
Let's see. 18 plus. Oh, okay, I got 16.
16. Okay. Basically, so unfocused. So like as they're going to try and grab you, you see some of them like proceed to put their hand to their head and like, did I leave the stove on? Wait, I don't have a stove. As they're kind of just like unfocused. At this point, again, the president isn't looking back. He trusts these people. He is outie. He is leaving and swimming away. But these people are kind of still blocking your exit to an extent as they were trying to restrain you before. And now like 4 people are kind of crowding into this smaller shop that are all very unfocused and ununderstanding what's going on. What's the plan here, people?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, you got to make a decision.
Is the president like a good guy or a bad guy?
Yeah, that's.
You'll have to figure that out.
Well, does he have a tag or no?
You told me that tags can only be seen on your own character sheet.
Yeah, true.
So you cannot see whether or not he is.
Do you have a tag?
He's not even paying attention. He's outie. Like I said, he is walking. He's still walking away.
Have a tag!
You can scream all you want. He's gonna keep walking. He's on a time limit here.
Okay,
he's on a time limit. He's got to go to where this phone call was calling him. All right, so like, he's out.
I want to try to restrain him.
He is out the door. You would have to go through like 4 different people, like crowding around the door. As I said, as soon as they came in, he kind of went out and left with his secretary.
If I'm not in a battle, and I just pass them.
I mean, yeah, you can if you want.
We're not stuck in a battle. I can just go. Like there's 4 dimensions. I can swim over people, down people. Like
yeah,
I don't think.
I'm not saying no. It's just I'm saying like it's very crowded. I would say like, and even then, if you want to catch up to him, that's another thing because he has been like out the door for a little bit.
The president also did say restrain Hole, not restrain them. So like,
yeah, like Sheldon has no bearing in this yet, technically, to the president.
Okay,
because he basically didn't know that you were the one who did that. You're fine. It's Acadia who's about to get restrained.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna try to reach the president then, because he's trying to restrain us.
Mr. President!
Okay. All right, Sheldon, go ahead and make me a flight check to try and catch up to him. Because he
I
is huffing it.
swear I am crawling like trash. I'm not gonna use this die anymore.
Okay, what you
That's
get?
6 plus 2.
Have you tried putting your dice in timeout?
Base.
I am putting that one in timeout, yeah.
Good.
Have you tried rolling d6s?
Okay, basically, Ray, as Sheldon tries and attempts to make his way to the president,
Well, you did. What's the difficulty?
the difficulty was just a 10. Is a 10, just a basic level difficulty. Yeah,
okay.
Because again, you were essentially in the middle of the shop. It's a smaller shop, but the president
So
also had made his way outside a little bit.
I'll spend 2 tokens to make it a 10 then.
Okay, all right. You successfully caught up to the president behind him. You're kind of like pushing back past the secretary now. What do? You've caught up to him. Congratulations.
Great. I want.
You've left Acadia with these people about to be restrained.
She can handle herself.
Okay.
You're abandoning my child. Don't die.
Sorry.
Okay. You've made it up to.
Sorry, hold on.
You died.
Are you okay? Callie, are you alright?
Acadia just got punched, and y'all are laughing.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Acadia got punched in their throat cage, and you're laughing.
Sheldon, everyone, refocus. Deep breath. What? Deep breaths. I said deep breaths. Look, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. All right.
I'm breathing.
Are we calm now? Are we okay?
So
can we
I
continue?
am going. I'm gonna use my turn move.
All right.
To do. No, sorry, I can't do that.
What is it you're trying to do?
Have power coins. So what I am going to do is that I want to restrain this man.
Okay.
Cut his head off.
All right.
And I'm gonna use one of my lucks to do that.
Okay, so you auto succeed on restraining him. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You have successfully restrained the president. He is looking back as you kind of like have his arms in a lock, and his body in a lock. He's like trying to turn his head. Of course, his shell is kind of blocking his view of you. But the secretary is behind him. As he sees you doing this, he is going to try and force you off. You have successfully restrained him. But the secretary is like, Mr. President, and is going to try and get you off. He's going to go ahead. Go ahead and make me a grit check to keep on to the president.
A grit check? At this point, this must be a battle.
If you want to, yeah, we can do a fight.
Kill the president.
We can do a fight.
Kill.
God.
I think we had a murder hobo party this time.
For grit, I rolled a 12.
All right, you rolled a 12. Let me see what this person.
Do I need to roll?
You're not even near this currently. You're still inside the shop.
I can sense it. I can smell it in my wings.
Well, you basically saw Sheldon run past you outside of the shop.
You were abandoned.
I can feel it
in
in my gut.
So okay, he does not successfully get you off. He's trying to pull you off, but you're holding on firm. The president says, okay, then, if this is how you want to play this, as he will begin to roll initiative. I guess Acadia and
Hmm.
Sheldon, go ahead and roll initiative. And we're going to cut this off here
Whoa.
and
Nice.
switch to a different perspective.
I rolled a 10.
I'm guessing Kala's episode will be next
I was
one.
about to say, remember when y'all voted for political episode?
I-
Where did that go?
I think Kala should be next one.
The politics just got so much harder for Birch.
Okay.
Everyone-
I'm sorry.
I'm
the
sorry for
president just
ruining
made
it.
me so mad.
Yeah,
So-
I
me
did
too.
not think
Like,
that's how it was gonna go.
Bro, you just had to like look at him vaguely and be like, information, and then buy your sponges instead of stealing them on the president's back.
Sorry.
Hey, you were-
No, it's
you
not.
were
It's
like-
not the fun. Okay,
Red.
stop. It is a free game. You have complete freedom to do whatever you want.
Oh no, it's
It
funny.
is fine. This will be
It's-
great. This will
No.
be amazing. For
Now
now,
Birch
we
has
are
more time
cutting
to
to
prepare.
black on the fight. In fact, probably you guys probably didn't need to roll. Honestly, we can do that later whenever the fight gets back on screen.
Sorry,
I
I
have a
already wrote
question.
it. It's fine.
Okay, if you guys want to like save that somewhere in your notes or something for whenever that fight gets back on screen, perfect. What was the question that you were going to ask?
Did Sheldon steal all those sponges he
I was
had
also
in
gonna
his
ask that.
hands?
No,
Yes.
I let them go at this point. I
Mhm.
didn't steal it.
Did you let them go when you started running after the president? Because
Or like in the
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah, I let them in
Okay.
the store. Yeah.
Okay.
all right,
To grab
Mhm.
the present, yeah. I left them in the store.
okay, sure.
That would have sucked
That's
if you were also
fine.
getting charged with stealing.
Okay, so I guess with that, okay, we spent a lot of time. I'm kind of deciding whether I should just start with Kala and leave Minette and Delphina's whole thing until next session. I think that's probably preferable, honestly.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
either or.
So let's go ahead. Kala, you are still underneath the bridge in the kind of guard shack. You've been waiting here for about, I'll say like 15, 20 minutes. As the guard that led you down here originally has made his way back inside. He opens the door, closes it behind him, and is like, hello, we have gotten word back from our superior, and he has said that we are to let you inside and bring you to a ball that the current president is hosting.
So when the gold walks in, Kala's in his suit. Obviously, it's still difficult to hear him. He's just kind of bobbing, singing, "It's a beautiful day, and I can't stop myself from pirating." And as the gold walks in, Kala's gonna get serious, hear what he says, and just try and nod the big suit, and then
Mhm.
stand up to go.
Which is more like reorientating yourself in the water. You kind
Yeah,
of just like swim upward so that
Yeah.
you can look and face him eye to eye.
And the nod is more of a bow, because bend at the waist when you're in a diving suit.
He says, all right, follow me. As he begins to open the door back to the outside and lead you above the coral bridge, you stand once again in front of the kind of gated off area into this dome of this clear dome that holds the upper reef city, the new reef city, as he proceeds with the other guard to open the doors as they kind of slide to the side to let you in. As you enter, you can see more clearly that this is kind of just, it's like the city is, how to explain, there's giant orbs in a lot of places. However, there are some areas at the bottom of the street. So like on the ground floor of this half circle, there is grass and some like coral passageways and streets that lead you to different places. As you look in the air, you can see a lot of pod homes, which are very much nicer considered to what some of the other places in Old Reef City looked like. And on the ground floor, of course, you can also see what looks to be a coral spire out in the distance, leading up to almost the top of this dome that you are now inside of as they close the door behind you, as well as some what look to be almost like estates. Almost, it's like bigger pods that aren't circle shaped. They're more like big mansions made of differing materials and steels and metals that are also on this ground floor, as all these kind of loose pods are above you, which probably are like more lesser families or like other homes of people.
Okay, so similar to Minnesota. Got it.
I've never seen Minnesota. I can't say you're wrong.
That's correct.
As the guards will begin walking you down this street, more like they're floating, you might prefer to walk or swim behind them. Or at least one guard is. The other guard is staying out front to patrol. It's the guard that you talked to previously that is walking you forward, as he says, "The spire at the center is where we are going. That is the Coral Palace, where the president and some of the other more well-off people sometimes stay."
I see. What are the giant pods for? I say, pointing up.
He is close enough to you that I would say that he is able to hear your muffled speaking. And you said, what are the giant what for?
The giant pods.
Does Orlancia not have those? I see. They are homes for people.
Ah, I see. Valencia doesn't have homes.
He turns to you with like an eyebrow raised. Then where do you live?
That sort of life isn't really living at all, I say, continuing to walk forward.
You're the diplomat. As he proceeds to float forward, leading you towards the coral spire in the sky. All right. Yeah, he'll proceed to lead you. Eventually making your way down the kind of walkway that is laid out, floating along it. You make your way to the front, as this is kind of a very big palace building. Like, from further away, it takes a good, like, I would say 30 minutes to swim over here with how large the city is. And you see, despite the fact that you were able to see the entire thing back like 30 minutes ago, now that you're up close and personal, it is quite massive, like a legitimate palace size. As he leads you to a small hollowed out doorway in this palace and leads you inside.
Is it, is the palace bigger than the castles Kala has seen before?
That is hard to say. I would say it's probably taller, not wider.
Okay.
As you step inside, you see that inside of this castle is entirely hauled out. It's kind of just like a big piece of coral on the outside, and then inside you see it's hollowed out, and they fitted like machines and doors, or not machines, but like metal and doors inside. So, for example, essentially this palace has kind of this circular area where people are. As you step inside, immediately you see that there are like, so this is kind of like a lobby almost, where you see to your left there is a kind of walled off section of clear glass that shows a receptionist to the side. You see there are kind of more cushioned seats for people to lay in or sit in if they're tired of swimming, all across this ground floor. And you see above you is a metal roof with a hole leading straight up. As you look into that hole, you would see that it goes all the way up, as every single floor seems to have a hole in it, and it just leads straight up. There's no staircases or anything or ladders. Simply swim up to the next floor. And yeah, as you guys kind of enter, the guard says, I've been told to leave you to the receptionist for now, and I will go back to my post. As he makes his way away.
Very well. Thank you for your passage. And again, if you ever go out near Atlancia, remember, watch out for the holes.
The what?
The giant holes in the ground.
I will make sure to do so.
Good. I've seen a lot of good men die that way.
As he will make his way outside the door. The receptionist that you see behind that kind of clear glass wall sitting down appears to have someone appear behind her from a door and kind of switch out with her as she makes her way outside to the regular lobby, walking up to you. She appears to be a kind of like different types of fish. You know what? She looks like a squid person.
Wow.
Oh, unique.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hello there. How may I help you?
Hello.
I believe that you're the foreign diplomat, correct?
That is correct, yes.
How may I refer to you?
My name is Calahantras.
That is a unique name, to say the least. Well, Calahantras, you are being summoned to the ball that is currently happening up top. It won't be happening for another hour. Would you like me to make you a reservation into a guest room somewhere in the palace?
That would be lovely. Although, might I ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you... And this is an odd request from someone like me, I'm sure. Do you know how to speak through these things?
You mean your suits? The Arlantian suits?
Yes.
Let me just roll my dice real quick and see if I might understand how that works.
Thank you. Take your time. I know dice can be finicky.
I see a 12. Do I understand how these things work? Yes, definitely. So I used to have a friend, who came here before. He doesn't come here anymore. He used to go to school here, I believe. His last name was Rock, I think. He told me that all you have to do is, as she's going to hold her fingers up to her neck, avoiding the squid-like tentacles coming down from her mouth, which she's talking out of, I assume. Full-on Davy Jones over here. She's going to hold her two fingers to her neck. I believe that you just press on the neck like this, and then, speak, I think.
I reach my hand up and press on the neck. Oh, that's much better. Thank you. You said you were acquaintances with someone named Rock, yeah?
Yes.
I am going to lean forward. There's a desk between us, yeah?
She has walked around it. You guys are kind of just standing in the lobby currently. Another person came and took her place at the front desk, as she will be basically like your personal guide throughout this palace, for now at least.
I'm going to lean forward. I need to tell you something about Rock.
Oh, is he alright?
He is, although he recently did suffer a small accident. He's fine now. But Just to confirm, what's your name?
My name is Roxanne.
Roxanne. That's what I thought. He talked about you a lot.
I'm going to need you to make a charm roll after this, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, continue.
Okay, so I just rolled a 17.
Ah,
Did
never
not
mind.
talk
You're
about-
fine. You're
I
okay.
also have +6 to that 17.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. No need to worry. Go ahead.
Given the way you mentioned his name with such reverence, I felt, and given your distance, I felt that it was right that you knew this, so it did not go without being said. But he loves you, and he has for a very long time.
Okay, hold on. Let me think about how they react to this.
Okay, Atticus O'Sullivan.
You see her squid tentacles grow red a bit from blood on her face as she will blush slightly. Oh, I see. Are you sure that you should be the one telling me this? Or should...
The thing is, he never knew if you felt the same, and he confided in me that he would never be willing to say it. Even if you came to him, he would have a hard time admitting it. But it's true. And he wanted you to know. He just couldn't bring it out of himself. He struggled with so long with anxiety that he just really needed it to be heard. And me and him are quite close. And he confessed this to me in confidence.
I don't really know how I should react to this information.
I reach one hand out. You don't have to react now. You don't even have to tell him anything. I just didn't want another heart being broken due to silence. So consider this the only thing I'll give, and we can move on from here. But I hope you think about this, and I hope that something, someday, will bring you two together again.
I see. So, would you like me to lead you to your room now, sir?
Yes, please.
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
Hey, the Kraken
I know
is a
why you
squid,
did that.
right?
I understand the reasoning, but god, you can't just do that to
Oh
someone.
no, you don't understand the reasoning. Is a Kraken is the Kraken a squid?
Yeah, she's a squid person.
Yeah, no, this is a reference to a song.
Out of curiosity, why do you think I did that?
I thought you did it to establish yourself as a close friend of another Arlancean, to basically be able to say, like, yes, this person knows that I know another Arlancean, I have someone else to establish, that my connection with Arlancia through them.
That's not why I did
Dear
it.
Kraken, I'd rather be off this plane. I can't admit
the
the half of it that I want to
I will also say, Kala never introduced himself as
Arlancian.
Orlancian. He said he's from a different nation.
Oh,
Everyone's
well,
just assuming because he was wearing Arlancian.
Everyone's just assumed, but he's never said that's where he's from. He just
yeah,
made comments about it.
yeah, I just assumed that that's what you meant, but okay. Wait,
That's what they assume too.
That's what they assume too.
yeah, because they are me.
Yeah, but they're like separate people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have their own thoughts of
No,
feelings.
here's the thing. I could tell that Birch was just, and you were two communicating two different things. But I love how it worked for the story because you are wearing Arlancian stuff, so
Kala
of course they would assume that.
Kala also wanted them to assume, so it works perfectly.
either
Yeah.
Either
You
way.
can't call me a liar, but I can call you an assumer. Big wish.
Also, I think Birch's explanation of why you did all that makes so much more sense than
Oh no,
like.
it's not related to a song either.
No, I understand that you were doing something completely different. I'm not following your thread. Like I want to know what's on your mind. I didn't think it was a song thing, but I love the way Birch interpreted because it's perfect as well.
I thought that's what you were doing. I was like, oh gosh, you're really just playing with this person's feelings for your own selfish gain.
Not the first person I messed with today. Also, what if they do establish a relationship? I also convinced the other person that Lancia is like impoverished and full of death holes.
Yeah, which is like I was so confused in the direction that you were going there.
Amazing housing.
Yeah, no, all of this is intentional.
Okay, so continuing on past that. Oh, God.
It massacred my boy.
This session has been a roller coaster for me. I'm sorry. Nothing is going how I intended. Let's continue.
I've so far done nothing to you.
Yeah, we'll.
Don't worry, we'll get the chance soon. So, continuing on, Paula. She proceeds to lead you and swim, or at least, up a couple floors of this spire. Along the way, essentially, you come to one floor, which looks... You know how hotels, like when you raise up hotel floors, some hotels have like a balcony that you can look out to the center of the hotel. It's more like a resort thing. But some of them, like if you go up floors of hotels, they will have a balcony where you can look down at the lobby. That's essentially what this kind of looks like. So you go up to this floor. There are rooms around. Like doors to rooms. There's like some couches to look down at the lobby. There's some like potted plants that are wriggling around the wall, just kind of sprucely. As in this kind of more hallway-esque area, almost, there are a couple people around, all kind of living here. Go ahead and introduce your characters, everyone, and tell me what they're doing in this kind of hallway area of this room floor of this floor with rooms. Let's go ahead and start with Marigold. Go ahead and explain to me what Marigold is doing on this floor currently. You are getting ready and preparing for the ball that you were invited to, just as everyone else is here going to be doing currently. Go ahead and explain what you're doing here. Okay, instead of Marigold, let's go ahead and switch to you, Lady Von Delirious. That is not what I meant to do.
Wait, what?
Oh,
It's your turn.
there you are. Hello?
What happened?
You
Okay.
are your librarian.
So basically, the receptionist woman, Roxanne, has led Kala up through the holes to the different floors of the palace, and she has currently led him to a floor of the palace, which is where guest rooms are kept. The guests in these guest rooms include Marigold, Vesco, and Lady Von Delirious. What was her last name that I definitely made up? Viscara. Thank you very much, Viscara.
You're welcome.
Essentially, this floor is kind of like the hole that you kind of swim up to this floor is balconied off, and it is more like a lounge that you would see at a hotel, maybe, with rooms on the side of this kind of circular area, or on all sides of the circular area. The rooms are in the walls. They're in the walls.
Okay.
So yeah. Your character, what is Marigold doing? This floor kind of has like couches to lay on, some wriggling plotted plants that are alive.
They're plotting.
All of the characters on this floor are currently preparing for the ball that they were all invited to.
They're currently
This
preparing
invite
for
came
it?
out literally 15 minutes ago, by the way. So,
Okay.
or actually, no,
what
it would
is-
be like 35 minutes ago at this point. And you are all expected to attend in an hour.
what would the alternative for like paperwork be down there?
Essentially, they have like holographic computers that you would be working on instead.
Okay, then
it's
I
the
imagine
same- Oh, go ahead.
I imagine she is like rushing, going through all her open files, making sure anything that she was working on is all logged while simultaneously like trying to make herself look put together enough for this ball gala, whatever the thing is.
All right. You know, these files that certainly don't show at all that this city is in financial ruin.
No, everything's fine. We're fine. There's nothing wrong. Nothing at all.
Absolutely nothing wrong at all. Is your character dressed up in any specific way? Or are they just going in the kind of suit that they have? How does your character look currently?
Well, she always is dressed professional. She is attempting to make what she's already wearing look nicer by shifting it a little bit, trying, maybe one button undone. Ooh, classy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
She's trying to spruce up her work outfit a little bit because she's hurrying.
All right. You do have an hour before this, by the way. You don't need to hurry so much, but you know.
Oh. Well,
It
she's
is
got
what it
stuff
is.
to do. She's hurrying.
All right. With that being said, Vesco, you're also kind of out on this place waiting for the ball to start. You basically got,
Vesco is ready.
you came back to New Reef City from let's call it a recent adventure. And you've been kind of looking around New Reef City, finding out some facts and some things that are happening, worrying things, but you're getting ready for this ball all the same. You were invited by the president himself about 35 minutes ago. He goes on a very short timer, you notice. But yeah, you for now don't have like a home to live in as you're most of the time away. So you've decided to stay in the palace for the time being.
Vesco stayed in the palace to look around. Yes.
So what
All
is
these
Vesco?
people look very interesting. I will walk to Marigold. I'm sorry, swim to Marigold.
You can walk or swim. There is a floor. It's up to you. Your
I
choice.
whim to Marigold.
Vesco, with your kind of research, you know that Marigold is the new treasurer that has been appointed for the palace. She's very new, very recent, about like 4 months in so far to her kind of job. And yeah.
Hi, pretty lady. You in charge of money, don't you?
Yes, I am. Why?
Marigold, you would
Oh.
have no clue who this is, by the way. You just know that they're on the same floor as you.
Okay.
Vasco is just making polite conversation.
Oh, right. Of course. No need to be worried. I mean, why would anybody be worried? Nobody's worried. Everything's fine. How are you doing today?
High society words. Great.
Yes, high society words. I forgot my shoe in the bathroom. Goodbye.
Vesco is confused. So Vesco's gonna go talk to someone else. Look, There's another lady. Hello.
Okay. Are you okay? I guess Lady Von Delirious Viscara. That's the name I came up with. I'm so sorry. Either way, she is she is currently with her maid, as you know, it's bad to have a 13-year-old alone. Your parents were not able to come to this ball, sadly. They are very busy people. However, you decided to go because,
Haha,
fun. You're not an orphan. You have parents. They exist.
That's lovely.
Anyways, so they kind of left you with your maid, whose name is, if I remember correctly, I remember my NPC's names.
It wasn't written.
Madeline.
Oh,
You-
Madeline.
Yeah. I can go ahead and show you a picture of both Marigold and Madeline, since Marigold, Lady Von Delirious, Vasco, Madeline. All these people should have been shown, but I completely forgot.
It's okay. Remembering is hard.
Yeah, so this is Lady Von Delirious Viscara. And Madeline is this person. This is your maid,
Oh.
who has been sent here for your protection. Vasco, I'm assuming that you are walking up to these two people, correct? That is who you meant?
Yes, Vasco is doing that. Oh no, it's morphing. I'm losing the voice.
Vasco!
Lady Von Delirious Viscara. A weird fishman is approaching you.
Hello, child and maid person. I am Vasco.
Yeah, no, we're not doing this. I would rather go through the bath again than deal with some creep. And she just kind of turns on her heel and walks away.
Oh my god.
Vasco's not creep. Vasco high society.
You don't sound like high society. I'm just saying, if you went through some basic schooling, then you would be able to speak proper sentences. So I know for sure that you're not part of normal high society.
Can I roll charm to see if I make it sound like I'm high society?
Oh, you could try.
Yeah, you can go ahead and okay. The DC will be well, okay, would Vasco be able to? That's all I'm asking. You as a player, would he be able to? Because I feel like making a DC to see if the character themselves would be able to act like high society would be weird here. I feel as if Vasco as a spy master would just be able to.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, would I make a charm roll to convince her?
I would say no. This is a player. Go ahead and just try.
Okay.
Try speaking high society.
It is a pleasure to meet you, madame. I would like.
You know what? No, that's perfect.
I would like to formally introduce myself. I am Vasco. I am a short person. Sorry, I am struggling to maintain the right pronunciation to things. But yes, it's a pleasure.
You guys know what Vasco reminds me of? Have y'all seen Wreck-It Ralph and the zombies like good, bad, you must love you. That's what it reminds me of.
I love the idea that Vasco is having the issue of like accent with trying to speak high society, where his original accent keeps slipping through, like he's trying to speak another language.
Lady Von Delirious is currently speaking Middle Common.
Yeah, he's trying to speak the like a literal language, like, cause he speaks Chark, and that's a bunch of grunts. So
Maybe some sharks, but all right.
Poor thing, he was homeschooled.
Oh
So
Unsocialized.
how does
I like to think that all of them have different languages, as I'm saying. Like, so
no, that's fine, yeah.
yeah.
All right. So what is your reaction to this?
I'm sorry. You've been warned.
Oh God.
Have you been like infested with ghosts or something? Goodness, you're really funny.
Vasco,
Viscara,
thanks you.
Madeline, isn't he funny?
She will like look down at you with a smile on her face, like, I'm sure the man was just trying to make a joke. He was trying to make us laugh. That's all he was doing, ma'am. I'm sure that he is a true nobleman of noble standing. Correct?
Yeah.
Vasco doesn't understand why always people think Vasco is trying to be joke. Vasco is not joke.
Yeah. But he was asking that other girl weird questions.
Am I?
Yeah. You're not supposed to talk about money in high society.
Oh,
Makes people all weird.
okay. Vasco won't talk about money anymore. What should I talk about?
You approached me.
Oh, what's your name?
Both of my names?
You are speaking to the noble lady of House Viscara, Miss Lady Von Delirious.
Do you know why
Surely.
President called us here? Why the president called us?
A ball, silly?
Yes. By the way, Call, you would be able to see all this conversation happening if you wish to jump in. She is currently leading you to the receptionist, Roxanne, is currently leading you to your room. Kind of passing by all this conversation that's happening.
I'd also like to have Marigold return back to the scene, just like slowly entering back from wherever she ran off to get away from the conversation.
I'm assuming like she kind of ran back to her room and just like, closed the door slightly.
And before like slowly returning.
Like, is the weird person gone? Oh no.
Does Marigold still have her notes out?
No, she put them away when she ran off.
Okay.
Like she has them on her person, like the device, but they're not like out for all to see.
Okay. Kala is going to walk up to her. Extend a hand. Use his other hand to press on his neck and say, Kalahantras, it is a pleasure. I was invited here much like you.
Oh, she hesitates for a second, her hand going in a couple of different directions before shaking his. Pleasure to meet you, Marigold.
A lovely name. Is, perchance, are you a politician?
Pardon?
Perchance, are you a politician?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what branch are you in?
You're the treasurer.
Guys, I don't know.
Yeah, you're the treasurer. Yes.
You would be in finance.
But that's
I need a man in finance.
that's a branch?
Finance
I don't know terminology, guys. This is not my area.
So essentially
You do finance things.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Marigold,
votes.
if we're doing this based off American politics, Marigold would be the equivalent of like the Secretary of Finance, which is person who is like over the main financial plans and economy of the nation to an extent.
Okay.
You keep track of the treasury and how money is spent and how money goes in.
Yeah, I understand like the
Yeah.
treasury and what it does and secretary and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
It's
you'd be
just
the
that was-
equivalent of like the head of that. The last head was
Okay.
fired and for embezzling funds apparently. But you know,
Oh,
you're like,
okay.
oh yeah, this will be fine. Where's all the money? Anyways.
Got it. All right. Oh, yes, I'm the treasurer.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm a foreign diplomat. I was invited here just today. I used to dabble in finances here and there. If you ever want someone to take a look at your notes, feel free. I can assist
No,
in a lot of
no,
different ways.
no. You're funny. Funny guy. No, that won't be necessary. Thank you. So sweet.
Of course. Kala is going to smile slightly too knowingly and nod his head. That's no worries. It was entirely optional. Just let me know in the future if anything comes up. I'd best be going, as I am being guided, but it was a pleasure, and I hope that we are able to fraternize a bit more during the party.
Right. Goodbye.
As you say this and the conversation ends, Roxanne is just gonna be she is beside you, and she's just like, yeah. So this is your room. It's right here, next to where we are. Here's the key. She hands you like a small kind of it's like a weird contraption that goes onto the lock of the door. It's hard to describe. It's like a weird square looking key with a lot of pins going places and branching out almost like a tree, like a small tree. It's very interesting. It's a very complex lock. And says that if that's all, I should be heading back to my job now. I was simply told to lead you here and anywhere else you would like to go. If you need me, you know where the lobby is, and you can ask for me whenever. And whenever the ball comes, I will come and grab you from this floor, which will be in... She looks down at like a watch on her wrist. About 1 hour.
All right. Thank you very much. And do remember what I told you. It is not my information to do anything further with.
She blushes a little bit at that remembrance.
I will make myself comfortable on this floor, if that's all right.
Yes, perfect. I will get going. Yay! As she's going to, very quickly nope out of this conversation in memory of what just occurred.
Oh, I was gonna say, is Lady Von Delirious able to see, not even see consciously the interaction, but see where he went and go there?
Where who went?
Kala, yeah.
Basically, Kala went past you and Vasco to be able to get to his room. So, like, you would be able to... It's a very, like... you are close enough to both be able to hear the conversation if they weren't talking loudly, or, in that range. You would be able to notice this person even while in conversations. They kind of pass in front of your vision.
Perfect. Can I go find him?
I haven't went into my room.
Perfect.
You're still technically in a conversation with Vesco. He was conversating with you.
Yeah, that sucks. Anyways.
Okay.
She didn't want to be part of that conversation anyways.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I
I
could see her
mean,
being very
how do
flighty.
you just walk away?
How do you escape the conversation?
Darn it, you put her maid name... Okay, there we go. Madeline.
Madeline, yes. Madeline.
That guy looks weird. Come on.
Oh, that's kind of rude to say. I think he looks normal.
No, not like... Not bad, just weird.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Over to where Kala is. And she kind of just, like, pulls Madeline over with her.
Oh.
Ah,
While this is happening,
good.
Marigold walks back over to Vasco.
There we go. We're all taking turns.
Okay.
So that he won't be so lonely.
As
Oh,
as you are
Hello?
pulling Madeline away, she will say, "I'm very sorry, nobleman, for my lady. We must be going now. There is urgent business to attend to in other places of this floor."
Walks a few steps.
Walks
No
away.
problem.
Mr. Four.
No problem, madame. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And see you at the ball.
Continues.
Lady Von Delirious Viscara goes up to where Kala is, which I'm assuming Roxanne is gone, right? Or was like in the
Roxanne
process of
is
walking
gone.
away.
Yeah, she
Okay, cool.
left. She went down back to the lobby.
She kind of like gets up close, like a little too close, like concerningly close, like biting range. And kind of sniff him a little bit, like, you smell weird. Do you need help with that? I have maids. I want to see what you look like under there. Why are you hiding?
For you, this would be the first time the Viscara is ever seeing, like, an Arlancean armor. Or, like, not armor, but, like, an Arlancean suit. So this would be a very interesting character to look at for first-timers. It's like a diver. She hasn't gotten to that point in her education yet to learn about other nations.
I am going to turn to the small child. Wait, how tall is the small child?
How tall are you?
5'3".
Oh, dang.
They are 13. They are technically like prepubescent. I would say,
4'1"?
but they do hit growth spurts early. I would say probably like 4'9".
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to slightly take a step back, as though still clutching onto the suit of my arm, and bow slightly. I'm afraid you have the better of me. I'm not sure of your name. May I have that before we continue conversing?
You can't have my name, but you can call me Lady Von Delirious Viscara.
I am Duke Calahantras of the 9 Kingdoms.
What's that?
It is a land far above this, that soars in the sky.
What's a sky?
You'll learn someday, when you're older. I'm assuming you are in proper education, as a noble.
Yes, I am.
Then you will learn about many, many such things.
This just hit me. This so hit me like a freight train. What do people underwater call the above? Just the above?
Yeah.
Is it like the water above?
The
That's
above,
so
the ground
wow.
above, yes.
Yeah,
The top side is what I went with for
the top side. I like that. Yeah. Like, oh, like the top side. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. That's, yeah, I just
The
thought
dry
about it.
place. The dry place is great.
Yeah, terrible.
So, as a noble of high education and high status, it will be information you will learn someday. Are you a princess, or what is your status?
For Viscara, she is technically just a person from a wealthy family, because this is a democracy. She's essentially like, her family funds the president, is the idea, to an extent. They are very rich, and they fund the city.
Interesting.
So she's
This
not...
would be a very different political, like,
Yeah.
because you come from a kingdom, like a royalty setting, and they are in a democracy. Oh, that's
The reason I've
fascinating.
been saying like nobility is essentially that is a word in this world, or in world. I mean, like, this is a word that is a word under the sea. The word nobility mostly came from Inca, because Inca actually has a monarchy in like a kingdom setting. But nobility, since the pod was formed afterwards, it was a word that just came to mean in the pod a rich person that is from a wealthy family or lineage.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm
So
a lady. I told you that already.
What? What did you say?
I'm a lady. That's great. That answers every question.
I see. Then it is a pleasure to meet you.
What are you?
I am a duke.
Oh,
I am from a kingdom.
what's that?
Viscara probably, yeah, she hasn't learned about other nations yet, so she would have no idea.
Are you familiar with the president?
Yeah.
Kala's trying to think up a way to equate the two. He doesn't know much
Do
about the
you
political
know
system.
what a president
Yeah,
is, though?
you probably wouldn't know what a democracy is.
It was explained to Kala earlier that there was a president, and that was
Yeah,
basically the king.
But would
Yes.
you know? Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you
He
would
would-
see him as a king.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Flounderson, if I'm remembering his name correctly, that basically said the president is like the ruler of this city to an extent.
Yeah.
So Kala basically knows that the president is a ruler of some kind.
Are you familiar with the president?
Mhm.
Well, I'm kind of like that, but about 4 times removed.
Like
So-
my cousin?
Well, let's see. If the, and I kind of hold out my hand, if the current, quote, president were to meet an untimely end, and then
Oh, that'd be horrible.
their other, like, sons or benefactors met an untimely end, and then their
Oh,
sons or daughters met
That's
an
my
untimely-
family.
Oh,
Yeah, they call my father the pockets of the president.
oh. I
Lovely.
see. That's a lovely title.
Yeah, they say it with this kind of face of them.
That's not very nice of them.
Yeah.
That this is what Viscara probably like heard from other children that she had seen around in places.
Yeah, and the face was like a grimace of some sort. Like,
Yeah,
like a look
pockets
of
of the
disgust.
president. You.
I kind of been down slightly so on eye level. Money is a very powerful thing, as long as you use it wisely. Being called the pockets of any nobility is not a insult and should not be used as such, as long as they are using it for the right thing. Then I look up at the maid. Oh, my apologies. I did not get your name. As I said, I am Calantris.
Ah,
This is Madeline.
as she will bow down to you in a slight bow.
So, what status do you hold?
I am my lady's maid.
I see. A lovely position. He views second hands as like
Yeah.
his maid is Manette.
Well, yeah. She's practically your chambermaid.
A lovely position indeed. It is a pleasure to meet the both of you, although I'm afraid there's one more individual I've yet to meet, and I should make a better of myself and go greet him.
I will cut over to Marigold and Vesco's conversation that would have been happening while this conversation was happening, because I'm assuming Marigold went over to say something to Vesco, correct?
Yes.
So while Viscara, Delarus, and all that went over to Delirious, went over to talk to Kala, you went over to Vesco and begin this conversation. What's going on here?
After seeing the child pull the maid away and walk away from the man trying to have the conversation, she felt a little bad. So she walked over, her hands behind her back. Sorry for running off earlier. Shoes, you know how they are. Feet and all.
No worries.
So, why were you called here?
Oh, the ball. The ball. Yes. Vasco
Yes.
is good dancer.
You were called here because you're a good dancer?
No, Vasco is here to make relations.
Oh, okay, I see. Right.
Yes.
That's great. Very great.
You are part of government, so I wanted to meet the rest of people that are part of government. Like me.
Oh, I'm sure they're around somewhere. Hopefully.
There are some people around this floor that like are your co-workers to an extent, but most of them are either working, or they are or they're staying in their room. Like, for example, the people who would have been invited to this ball is not every single person who works in the palace. It would just be the higher end workers. So like you, the head of the treasury, or like the head of the State Department, which would basically mean the head of domestic relations, the head of foreign relations, which in this case would the president is kind of taking over that role as he has recently fired a head of foreign relations. And yeah, so that is currently like most of the politicians are waiting inside of their rooms for this ball. You guys are kind of just outside doing stuff and things because, you know, a room is pretty stuffy sometimes. Yeah.
Why was I
Stuffy
invited here,
room.
by the way?
You are technically like a high-class individual that happened to be in town right now. Like, Vesco is the spy master of this kind of place. So very likely what might occur is like you were invited here so that the president knows where you are and then he can, you know, steal you away to send you on your next adventure.
Okay,
that's a possibility. Or maybe he just, you know, maybe he just wanted you to enjoy some festivities. You don't get too much.
Yeah, Vasco is good at dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever this is free, Vasco. God. I have to commit to this voice.
You don't.
You really don't.
Yes,
it's okay.
Yes, I do.
Vesco is very
This
funny.
is a burden you've put on yourself. I hope you know.
Vesco is good dancer. So Vesco was invited to dance.
Marigold is muted right now. I think that she.
I'm alive. I'm just waiting for my turn and eating chips.
Yes. Just between you and I, Vesco is actually a spy.
Lovely.
Is he whispering this to Marigold right now?
Yeah,
I'm assuming so. Yes.
Marigold looks at him and slowly nods her head. I see.
Yeah, but for you, but for us, like I've worked for the government, so your government.
Right. How old are you?
How old am I? Am I 20? What?
I think you're 22 or 26. You're 25.
25.
25.
Do you
25.
have? Do you have medicine? Like
I don't understand what you're talking about.
No, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
You're
I'm
fine.
actually.
You're
Aren't
fine.
you supposed to? Aren't you the one to give me money?
Oh, yes, of course, of course. It's okay.
Marigold being in her 40s.
Is she in her
Carla
40s?
has really
yeah,
good
I think.
hearing.
Wait, it's either 30 or 40s. Hold on.
I thought it was
She's
30s.
39.
Okay.
39.
That's
Close.
pretty much 40.
Hey, whoa. It's
I
not
feel
my
bad for
birthday
any of our
yet.
older viewers.
It's not my birthday yet.
It's not been your birthday for 25 years.
Okay, so what are you gonna do,
Um,
Colin?
So yeah, Kala is, I'm guessing at this point, making his way over to Vesco and Marigold.
Kala has very good hearing. Would he have heard the spy thing?
Wasn't he walking
He's
over to talk to Vesco?
Not
He's gonna tell you anyways.
What? Oh, okay.
Weren't
All
you supposed to
right.
be a spy master?
Now
believe
that I know I'm the spy of this country, like why should I keep that a secret?
To spy on your populace?
I thought I was a spy from a different country, and that's why I need to keep it a secret. But you know,
No.
I don't think you were keeping it a secret before either.
no, I was keeping it a secret before. I was trying to not say it. Yeah.
Secret.
Secret
keeper.
He was taken in by Strongback to become his spy master.
Secret keeper.
Anyways, Call, I would say that no, you would not be able to hear this, mostly because technically this conversation was happening while you and the
fair.
other person were conversating. So you make your way over after all that has been said already.
Okay.
Time is hard.
As I approach, I am going to smile warmly in my suit where they can barely see my face and say, "Greetings, I am Calantris. It's a pleasure. Are you a diplomat for this region?"
I extend my hand. I see. A fellow charmer.
Ominous? Okay.
I
Who
am
do
going
you
to...
work?
On, say again?
Who do you work for?
Well, should all go well, I will be working for the president.
Okay.
I take his hand. Do you also work for the president?
Yes, Vesco works for the president.
I see. How do you like your position?
It's pretty good.
Sunny side up or over easy?
How many power coins would it take just to make a really light suggestion?
It would still count as using power, so it would still take 2.
Okay, hold on. Kala is just gonna use charm then. Good old-fashioned way.
All right.
I'm going to lean forward to Vesco. As a matter of fact, mind you, I don't know what Vesco does. Kala leans forward. As a matter of fact, my work is top secret, but I do work for the president. He said some very fond things about you.
Now,
Okay.
So does he think that Vasco is wacky right now?
I would know. Vasco would know that that's not true because he would know who works for the president. Like he's putting on an act. He's putting on an act to seem stupid because he's trying to get information. But he doesn't know this person.
Correct.
He could be from a double secret part of the government, though.
That is technically an option, but again, this is an entire player interaction. So play it how you wish.
So
the only thing I will tell you is that Vesco in his position should technically know what everyone else's position is. Like, for example, he knew that the girl was a treasurer. He knew about Lady
Her name
Lady
is
Von
Marigold.
Delirious Viscara. Like, he
Her
knows
name is
about these
Marigold.
people. In fact, there is technically I'll let you know that information later. But either way. But yeah, you know who these people are. So what he's saying is very obviously a lie, at least to the information you currently know.
Yeah.
It is up to you on how you wish to play that. If you wish to play it like Strongback couldn't be hiding secrets, or maybe he thinks that Strongback might be hiding secrets. There has been recent operations and things that you have noticed when you came back to town, which were kind of suspect from Strongback. But again, this is the person who technically took you in and made you a spy master. So, it just depends. How would you like to proceed?
I just look over at this person and who are you? I don't think you work for us. And to be honest with you, I have never seen you before.
I lean back slightly. Impressive. The truth is, I have never met the president, personally. Though, I know everyone here is high-ranking politicians, in some regard or another. So I wanted to ensure that everyone was on the up and up. No one was keeping information from each other. And I appreciate your honesty in calling me out. I know you would do that for security reasons for anyone else here as well.
Who are you, friend? What's your name again?
Kalahuntress. I am a duke. I am a diplomat from a foreign land.
Well, nice to meet you. I am Vesco.
Likewise.
You are also Vesco?
No, likewise to the pleased to meet you.
I am Vasco, and I am Vasco, and I am Vasco.
No one noticed the "Can I have your name?" No, but this is what
I
you call
did.
me.
I did.
I do that in real life.
Can Marigold hear all of what's happening?
You are right next to them. Yes, you
Okay,
can.
I thought so. She's looking between them. Her brows furrowed. I'm confused. Are you both loony?
And that is where we are going to end off today.
What a send off! Are you loony? And that's where the wait, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, that's all, folks.
All right. So,
was fun.
stars and wishes.
Oh, can I go first?
My
Sure.
star is going to go to Lady Vaughn's reactions to everything we said was incredible. And my favorite line is "the pockets of the president." It's so funny.
Thank you
And
so
for
kindly.
wish, I wish to kill the president. I wanna kill the president.
You don't have to. Although here's the problem: you guys have God, there's so many issues with what has happened this session.
Kill the president.
You guys have caused me to have to think about how this is going to turn out now.
Yeah.
Because I think next session we just have to do the combat first. We can't really continue with the politics part and the ball until we finish that combat.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, but yeah. So what's your wish? Oh, you wish to kill the president. That's what the wish was. My bad. All right, Khalid, did you wish to go next?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Granted.
My first star is going to go to Vintage for the introduction of their character at the start of the campaign. just the cycle through of them starting with their regular introduction, going through everyone else with their second introductions, and then Vintage just going off in the new character's voice and mind space. It was great.
Yay.
My second my second stall, is the line from Sheldon of "I just know about my people, space, and sponges. I love sponges." It was such a good line, and it worked so well.
Thank you.
I love everything that Acadia is doing with fighting the president. I'm like, please stop that. Please. Please no. Don't antagonize them. But also it's just so fun to watch play out.
We love Acadia. She is intrusive thoughts.
Thing
She's
is,
happening all over the place.
what's
And
going?
she's
Okay,
happening.
here's the funny thing. So, because this current thing for the politics side is like
Wait,
30
let's
minutes.
finish the Stars of Wishes, and then we can talk a little bit more about it.
Alright.
And then for Borch, the line of when you're just panicking, like, okay, well, what are you gonna do next? Think, Acadia. Think. What are you gonna do next?
Think, Acadia. Think. What will
That was
you
funny.
have after 10,000? Anyway,
What will you have after 500 years?
I'll have
You
you.
sound like a 50s commercial.
No, it's from a show.
all right, folks. What will you have after 50 years of running your car down into the ground?
Have
Oh,
you
and-
seen your mattress?
The last store I have was throughout the entire recording. Vesco, absolutely amazing, 10 out of 10. But
Thank you.
throughout the recording, in the background for Arcadia.
There's no R.
Yeah,
There
I
you
know.
go.
I always mess up. Throughout the background, there was just, "You ready for your hamburger? It's cheeseburger time." And
4 times.
then close to the end, it was just, "I put the cheeseburger on the counter for you."
There was like a third.
I told her I was in stream too.
Yeah, no, there was.
I had to
tertiary
turn off my
plot line
mic
in
and I
the
was like,
background.
Mom, I'm in stream. You can't keep yelling about the hamburger.
It was really good, and I
It's
hope
very,
I hope it's
very
good.
very soon coded, just like in the background, preparing for you.
Yeah.
my wish is for you to eat the hamburger,
I hope it's
Oh,
good.
I can't
I
wait. I'm
wish
so
it's good.
excited.
and 2, I'm really hoping that the plan Kala has put into motion by being strange to all these people works out.
I don't know what
Ooh.
plan that is, so I'm not sure yet.
That's a good plan, buddy.
Yeah, everything I've done is based in psychology
Genius.
and based on strategies used by old royal families.
Maybe you need to
Genius.
talk to the DM in private what you want to do.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
After this session, I'm going to be DMing you
Not
specifics.
tonight, but
Not tonight.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
leave
Yeah.
soon.
before the next session.
But yeah, that's it.
All right.
I got a few.
Lady.
Okay.
Lady.
Okay, so Kala, our Lancia doesn't have homes. Crazy statement, especially since we
Dang it.
spent like a whole third of an episode talking about the homes. The moment where I think what happened was Zune died, and then everyone laughed so hard they couldn't breathe. I think that's what
No,
happened.
I think that Kelly forgot she was playing Marigold for a second, and because she was doing the song as well, of waiting for someone to talk. So I think
And then I said, "Oh wait, is it me?"
yeah.
Because clearly I knew who I was supposed to play. I was just in another world for a second.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I love being in another world.
I
You're
do
better.
apologize, but that was pretty funny.
miles. That's how long you have to go. But then
Huh?
miles, get it? Epithet isekai.
Yeah, wait, huh?
To get to the journey to go back home.
Because isekai.
That's how long you
Yeah,
have to go.
but your isekai is found family, as in you find them and that they're not evil anymore. Anyways,
Well,
I'm confused. Anyway.
it's okay. You can listen back later and maybe it'll make sense, or it won't. I'm sleepy. Then I'm just saying. I know it's probably not entirely based in Dear McCracken, but I'm just saying. You said squid. They went, oh. Unrequited love that must be spoken. Yeah, I'm a third party. I could send that letter over. They weren't even in love. What? There was definitely some manipulation that was going to happen there, but I swear it had to have started from, oh yeah, a Kraken. Dear McCracken. It had to have.
I have
Can I
no
get a
clue what you're
confirm or
talking
deny?
about.
That is
I-
not where it was founded.
Okay.
I
anyways.
have no idea.
I sent the audio in the official server for anyone who wants to listen. It's a very good song.
The words are not worded.
You can listen to it tomorrow and find out.
Uh-huh.
The last one is Kala trying to pull a fey trap on a child. Rude. That's
Yeah,
a child.
I was really hoping you said I could have your name.
I do this every day. I did this at work like 4 times, and I win 90% of the time. I'm not gonna fall for that in my day-to-day life.
Okay.
It's not my name, but I'm not letting you have it.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's really fun.
Alright.
I made someone forget their name once.
What?
Wishes.
We won't go into that right now.
Wishes. I wish to keep doing this. This is fun.
This was really fun.
This was
Great.
Oh yeah,
I-
my other wish was to successfully get Kala to eat something. Because they're like, how do I make this thing eat? Puts a piece of cake on it. It'll surely work, right? It won't succeed probably, but it'd be funny.
Great.
He wants to have a little tea party, and it's not gonna work out very well.
Next.
Alright. Last one.
You're a people.
Okay,
Yeah,
excuse you. You too. I am second to last.
Ah, you don't
Okay.
You
For stars, I agree with Kala. No. Who said that?
Manette, Vintage,
Oh,
Lady Von, Delirious,
Minette said it.
Scar.
The scene where Kala was like, "There's no buildings wherever." That was really funny.
There's no buildings in Arlancia.
That was hilarious. Because I just imagined him saying it with like this far off look.
That's exactly
There's
what
no
he did.
war in Ba Sing Se.
Exactly. And just the brat entirely. I love the character. She's so funny.
Thank you so kindly. I do my best.
Yes. And then the switching of the voice with Vasco.
Vasco, Bingo Bango, Bongo.
Vasco. Alright. Yeah, the switching of the voice, that was funny. That was great.
are you both
And-
loony? Oh my gosh.
My character. Are you filled with ghosts or something?
Are you both loony? And saying, oh yeah, I love playing Marigold is so fun. She's so silly.
She has anxiety, but the fun kind.
Exactly. She's sparkly. My wish,
Like a
I
vampire.
hope that Acadia does not get shot by the president.
To be fair, Acadia isn't the one actually directly dealing with him right now. The one directly dealing with him is Sheldon.
Yeah. I also hope Sheldon does not get shot by the president.
Oh wait,
That would suck
I
too.
keep
I hope
forgetting
Acadia doesn't
that.
get beheaded.
I keep forgetting that when you fail, you get power coins.
Oh yeah,
how
go
many
ahead and add those. My fault.
I've
How many
not
how
added up
failures
my
you
power
get?
coins at
You
all.
had,
I'm gonna be real.
if I
How
Honestly,
remember,
many
I have
you
none.
had, yeah, you had 2.
failures?
I think it was 2,
Okay, so 2
and
power
then
coins.
Acadia had 1 failure.
I failed not a single time, and I also rolled not a single time.
I
Uh,
keep
I-
rolling really good, but I want to roll bad so I can
I-
get more coins.
You're supposed to technically get coins by fighting. I just haven't done any combats recently because I've been kind of trying to like get you guys introduced to the world, and then we can do combats and stuff. I'll make some more of those, but either way, I do hopefully
We can also exchange the thing that
you can also
our
gain
friend
power points from finding
Dragon just
treasures.
yeah.
From finding what?
Treasure. Yeah. You're pirates.
Yeah.
Hey, I know who knows where the treasure is.
Marigold.
I was just thinking that, yeah. I mean, that is kind of why Kala asked, hey, you want me to take a look at your notes?
There's already so much
You're
embezzlement.
gonna
You
make
don't
her
need
have a
to do
panic
points.
attack.
Okay.
Fun panic attack.
I will say the Minette and Dolphina conversation will probably have to be put off more now because
No, they're
next
gonna have a
session
girls' day. It's all good.
next session is gonna be focused on the combat and this again, so it might
They get a montage.
more.
Montage.
Minette's gonna find out where a spa is.
It'd be really funny if the episode ends off with just a flashback of them being like, wow, that was the most peaceful outing we've had in months.
Oh god. The way I plan it won't be peaceful, but anyways, yeah,
Like spa trip.
I guess we will end off there.
Hey,
Hey.
no. We're still
Woo.
missing you.
Give us your stars.
Man, why do I keep failing the stealth check? Come on, man. Hold on.
You ain't got no stealth.
I rolled in everything. I got
ain't
a
got no
5.
stealth
Is that
on.
not
Ain't got
high
no
enough?
stealth on. He ain't got
Okay.
no stealth on the dance floor.
Have you checked your
Ain't got no
shoes?
stealth
They might
on.
have like
Ain't
really
got
hard
no stealth
soles.
I'm sorry, the roll you needed to pass was a 25.
Ain't got no stealth on.
Isn't
the
that the highest
dance floor.
amount of charm that you can get?
Huh?
Or is
Oh,
26 your highest?
God. Okay.
I think
So
26.
I think that the best moment was Acadia and Sheldon deciding, you know what? We're gonna attack the president. I think that was the
You know what? We choose violence.
I'm
We
like,
left the
okay,
two
my
most
original
dangerous and
plan.
stable people.
My original plan was like 30 minutes in, get the president out of the store. We fade to black. They finish shopping. I introduce other sessions, right? And I switch to Minette, do 30 minutes of Minette Dolphina, then go over to regular stuff. And then I'm like, they're stopping him. Oh no. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know what you were expecting.
Yeah, you left
like,
a steak in front of the dog.
I was just introducing characters. I was explaining things, and
Just
then I
make
thought
it-
that
front of the
nothing would
dog.
happen.
You introduced
make
the
it a
most
cut.
important character.
Just make it a cutscene.
God, it's
Don't be
Acadia.
like,
She's
"Oh,
gonna attack the
Okay,
president. Come
Ray,
on.
this is a
It's Acadia.
TTRPG. There are no cutscenes. It's all
Okay.
gameplay.
But you
Either way,
you
look, I'm
introduced the
happy
most
with how
significant-
I'm happy with how it turned out. I really am. That's why it's my star.
It's
We
really
have 2 murder hobos, and they
it's-
were both in that room.
It's really funny though because you introduced the most significant character in front of the 2 most historically unhinged characters.
One guy killed an entire ship of people, and the other one. is
I
a
am
pagan.
very hinged. I am not unhinged. I'm so hinged.
Oh yeah, you have such good hinges, Acadia.
I have such good hinge.
You do. You flap your wings very well.
I do. I'm
yes,
so
you
cool.
do.
What's your wish?"
So, and then my wish for next session, I hope that everything goes to plan next session.
Oh, good luck. You
Mhm.
can make it more reasonable, Wish.
No, I'm good. The plan is whatever I say it is. So if something goes unaccording to plan, that is the new plan.
Oh, okay.
anyways,
That's reasonable.
But the most important thing about making a plan is the third step: throw away the plan.
Yeah.
all right, everyone. I believe it is time to say goodbye, pirates.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Pirates.
pirates.
Goodbye.